Welcome to Unikronn's Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at two new controllers that I got. Not these two, no. These are just here for, because I like the look of them. But yeah, the two controllers that I got today were the 30th anniversary controllers for the PlayStation 5. I've got a DualSense Edge and I got a standard controller. I'm just going to open them up, show them to you, and then compare them to these two controllers. Okay, so let's get to it. So first things first, this is the standard DualSense controller. This is what's on the box. The side. The other side. So basically it's just DualSense controller and printed materials. Probably more safety options, I'm assuming. Okay, let's get this open. We need a knife. Where's a knife? Here we go. A knife. So let's and I will be using these. I will be playing with them. The only controller that I don't really use is my Spider-Man controller because I like the look of that. But everything else I use. I'm not one of these people that put it in a box and say, "Yay, the box," and leave it on the shelf. Nah, it's there to be played. Oh, hello, look, PlayStation 3, Portal, those earbuds, a mouse, the camera, DualSense controller, the charger, DualShock 4, UMD. Was that the little thing that went into the PlayStation? That was similar to what not the Saturn, the Dreamcast had with the screen. I'm not too sure what that one's supposed to be. Those are the headphones, the Move VR. Oh no, that's what I'm thinking. Wait. That must be a cartridge for the PS Vita games then. I wonder what that is. A memory card or so? I don't know. That's the accessory controller. That's a PS2. What is... Oh no, obviously that's the VR PS2. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, but that was nice. Okay. Look, it's all in the inside. I might actually keep this box. I might actually keep the box. Good look. It's pretty cool. I think you can collapse it as well. Yeah, it looks easily collapsible so that you can put it away. I'll probably do that, to be honest, because I'm gonna have to control it out. All right, DualSense wireless controller, standard pamphlet. Shows you how to use it. Anyway, no one wants to see that. This is the controller here. It's one of those egg carton type boxes. Oops, I moved the camera by accident. Got the sacred symbols on there. It's a little bag. And, ooh, here you go. Let's look at this in some detail. Right, the PlayStation button is the original colors. The mute button is just clear. Analog sticks feel fine, they're just grey. D-pad is also got grey in there. It's clear, but grey's underneath. The buttons are now, the sacred symbol buttons are now in color. Simple charging at the bottom. And what we got here? Just your normal, oh look, 30th anniversary. Apart from that, nothing much difference there. Shoulder buttons. Wait, hold on. I don't think my camera can pick this up. But have I got some sort of macro? Oh, wrong one. Can you see that? No, I won't be able to get it. But anyway, it's got the imprint of the sacred symbol buttons all along it. So yeah, feels just like a normal DualSense controller. Realistically, this looks cool for nostalgic value. This is probably going to be more for guests or other people that come around to play local player. I won't really be using this controller that much. Just going to make sure that it works, and that's about it. One thing I will say, this share button feels different from the options button. It's not loose. This goes in further. Yeah, but that's about that. Nothing much else to see here. Cool. I just realized there's a ton of light shining in when I open up the DualSense controller. Sorry about that. Amateurs and all that. Anyway, this is the big boy, the DualSense Edge. This is one I will be using. I always wanted the second DualSense Edge, but I didn't want another white one. To be honest, I was actually looking for black, but hey, paid a bit extra for a premium and I got this one instead. Here's the back. And here is the bottom. Okay, now let's open it up. Got the trusty knife. That to the side. Oh, this one's a little bit more complicated. Oh, get back a bit, there we go. As we can see, same design on here. Yep. Oh, it's not just a carton. Once again, the interior of the box, really cool. Nice little touch there. And obviously this, the style of the box is like the original PlayStation's when that came out, the PS1. Okay, let's get everything else out of the way and get into this now. Ooh, what is this in here? Ah, it's a guide. There's nothing else in there. Let's concentrate on this now, the main one. Okay, box is now empty. Edge control instructions. We'll put that aside as well. Nothing else in the bag. All right. That is very nice. If you have a DualSense Edge, you know what to expect here. It's just the coloring that's different, and obviously the color of the logo there. I'm gonna open it up. Before before we touch on this, let's just have a look. All the locking mechanisms, yeah, half moons, paddles, the tops, the cable, it's all colored correctly, so it's not black. Right, let's move that to the side. Have a look at the controller. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's very nice, I'd say it's nice simply because this shiny plastic, that should have been matte. I don't know why they have that. God, I haven't got no bloody fingernails. Okay, raise this up here. So I'm assuming the replacement sticks, they're gonna have to now sell specific 30th anniversary replacement analog sticks, because the normal ones are not grey, they're black, and they charge, I think it's £20. So yeah, that's gonna look really weird if you have a black one in here. This is so weird looking through the camera to do this. Oops. There we go. Back on. Oops, I turned it on. Yeah, you can see the lights. Oh, you could see the lights flashing there. It's got the, come on, focus. Can I get in? There. You can see the symbols on the triggers there as well. That's the same as the first one. It's still got that soft touch material here. I'm not particularly a fan of that. Well, I'm not on the white ones anyway. Wait a minute. Anything different here? Yeah, here we go. 30th anniversary. Yeah, it just feels the same. So this is what it looks like. Nice. To be honest, these are the best pads for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. The DualSense edges. Okay, now we're gonna do some comparisons next. Oh, let's bring this one out as well. Let's do them comparisons. Okay, this is the standard DualSense controller. As you can see, it's got more of a matte finish on the two-tone, whereas the Edge has the shiny plastic, which is a bit chintzy, and I don't like it. But there's nothing I can do. Well, there is, but I'm not going to change this one. You can swap them out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as is. But apart from that, to be honest, there's no real difference between the two as for coloring. Obviously, we know the difference between an Edge and a standard DualSense. Those are still the same differences as with any other version of them. But just for coloring, the grays are the same. The buttons are the same. Obviously the weight's different. Analog sticks feel the same. The triggers, focus, are the same grays. There's nothing realistically that different in their tones. So the good thing there is that whichever one you got, they're good. So that's a quick comparison, because to be honest, there's nothing really different about them. The home button are identical. Yeah, there's no difference in color here. So what should I compare them with now? I will compare them to standard controllers. Okay, 30th anniversary, standard default Stormtrooper edition controller. To be honest, apart from the color, there is no difference. You just, all you're getting is a color. And okay, there's one difference here. Nothing. And obviously there it says PlayStation 30th anniversary controller. I'm assuming that these two are probably the same generation, because this is the one that came with my my PS5 Pro, which I don't use this controller. So I'm assuming that they're both generation 5 controllers. I think that's what we're on now anyway. But the more interesting thing is, this was a special edition. Obviously these caps I put on, but as you notice here, even though this was a special edition, it's a bit dusty obviously. But like I said, I don't really use this one unless I'm playing Spider-Man. There is no, it doesn't say Spider-Man or anything like that on there. Whereas this one is a bit of extra writing. So apart from that, that's it. So that was quick, because realistically, there's, apart from the color, that's it. So this is a nostalgia thing. That's what this is. No biggie. All right. One more comparison for this particular controller. So let's go. Okay, so I pulled out my old ass battered and withered. I mean, look at how bad it is. I even changed the back of it back in there. I swapped it for a black one. PlayStation 1 controllers. You can see, look, the S is worn out there. It's got played so hard. I've cleaned them up as best I can, because these were grimy as hell, because I don't use them. They were just in a bag in the garage. And because this is supposed to be a celebration of these, I thought, hey, why not? And yes, you could probably say this could be a celebration of the DualShock 1, or there was a pad that came out before the DualShock 1. It was after this. They were called, I ever saw one person with it. I think they were called analog PlayStation 1 analog controllers or something like that. But yeah, but they're not worth having because they didn't have any rumble in them. So they just had analog sticks. So yeah, so this is the PS1. Obviously the grade will be different because this has seen 30 years of wear and tear. I mean, look how thin this bit here is. You feel like you could snap it. My hand's all over this baby. But hey, it served me well. D-pad was cool. Start, select, PlayStation, Sony. Isn't it something that the Sony logo is bigger than the PlayStation? Goes to show that Sony was, thought themselves, they were more important than the actual device themselves. Yeah, look, this one's quite grimy. Whereas on this is all about PlayStation. And the Sony logo is very small at the back, where it should be. And there. It's not necessarily all in your face. The colors on the buttons, as you can see. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of this grimy pad. But I just thought I'd show you guys what the originals looks like. And these, I don't have any boxed or wonderfully pristine controllers because I use these. So you can see where they started and where they're at now. Pretty cool to see. Okay. So this is the Edge, 30th anniversary. This technically is a standard Edge, but there's no difference between the two, to be honest. There is none, so I'm not gonna go like, oh look, the buttons. No, we've seen that. We know there's no difference. It's just a coloring. But here's the major difference for me. Number one, I don't like the shiny plastic here. I just don't like that. 2, the grip here is nice. These side panel grips, they're like sort of soft touch, but I found with my original DualSense Edge, it would get grimy. And as much as I would clean it, I just couldn't get it white. I couldn't get that white back. So I went onto Amazon. Now I went onto YouTube first to see what people could do with that. And I found this company that sells different bits of these. I don't know what the hell these called. The two tones. So I got a frosted clear one for the front and for here. So that's why I changed mine. So it's a little bit fiddly, but for me it was worth it. This one here, I'm hoping that because it's grey and maybe they've improved upon the material, that I shouldn't have to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do about this, because I just don't. For something that costs 200 and was this £30? I think this edition is. It shouldn't really have this plastic. It doesn't look nice. And also, like I said before, the replacement sticks, because the standard is black, they're going to have to make grey ones. But how many of them are they actually going to make? Who knows? Because as of today, what date is it today? I don't know. It's November the something or the other. Maybe the 20th. I don't know. But anyway, as of November 2024, PlayStation, from what I've seen on the PlayStation Direct store, only sell the black replacements. Perhaps in a day or two they may start selling the grey ones, but I don't know. So yeah, so that's just the difference between the two. Literally nothing, it's just the colouring. Oh, let's put these to the side here. And the same goes for their respective cases. To be honest, I think the 30th anniversary case is much nicer. So you can see that obviously I use this. So that's there, and that's that one. Simply because I think the grey and the coloured logo makes all the difference. This one you can barely see it. So yeah. Well, there's no difference here. I suppose you could swap stuff out as well, but that just look weird. So yeah, that's the casings. And that literally is that. I have nothing else to show you. This is just supposed to be a quick video. Hopefully it is a quick video, but knowing me, it's not, because I can't do quick videos. I'm not going to say peace out. I'm actually going to do something a little bit. I'm going to put it in next as a little bonus. So this is like a little bonus section. You don't even have to watch this, but because I was rummaging through my bag to get the PlayStation 1 controller for the video, I also came across, do you remember this? The PlayStation 2 DVD remote. Back in the day when this is probably the best DVD player you could get. Very cool. Obviously it was infrared. So this took up a memory card slot. Okay, what else did I find? Let's move this out the way a little bit. If you want to play multiple games, multiple people on a PlayStation, this thing here is called a multi-tap. This will plug into the PlayStation, and then you could insert your PlayStation controllers and memory cards. This was used heavily for me, WWF SmackDown 1 and 2 on the PlayStation. Oh my gosh. Friday nights, myself, my god brother, Jazz father, ton of other people, Oh, it was on like Donkey Kong. I'm telling you, it was on. All right, so that's that. What else do I have here? One of my favorite games was, or is, Time Crisis. And this was the original gun for Time Crisis on the PlayStation. Should I unwrap it? Yeah, let's unwrap it. Time Crisis. Action. Do 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 do. Anyway, so look, here's the gun for Time Crisis. What's a game? So this is the gun for Time Crisis. I think it's called the Unikronn. Depending on what country you lived in, they were in different colors. For the UK, it was grey. Told you, I was a Namco fanboy. After Sega. Tekken, Ridge Racer, Time Crisis, a little bit of Soul Edge. Loved it. Okay. One more thing. Very similar. The Unikronn 2. Let's unravel this. Bear with me. I probably should have done this first, but you know, amateur. This was for Time Crisis 2. This was brilliant. You know, they added a D-pad at the back. Different alternate firing. Start and select. Have a button underneath here. So you didn't have to step on one of your controllers for the pedal. Oh, I loved it. And this is lighter and more ergonomic. Brilliant light gun games. God, I miss these things. Look at the difference in size. The Unikronn 2 is just much smaller, much more ergonomic. Brilliant. So I got that for Time Crisis. I got this with Time Crisis 2. I bought them in a pack. Yeah, great. Good times, man. Good times. All right. The last one is nothing special at all. It's just, to be honest, it's nonsense. But I'm just going to show it because I have it here. I also had this in there. This, you used to get this, you know, you used to buy your magazines and you used to get tips books. Sometimes people go into the magazine stores and just take out the tips books. But that wasn't me. Not this time anyway. PASM2 magazine. Tons of tips. And cheats. Do you remember cheats? I think it's called DLC now. Or maybe New Game Plus. Because with cheats, you could just have invincibility. Basically, cheats allowed you to do all sorts of stuff with God mode. Essential playing advice for Ridge Racer 5 for Time Splitters. You can tell that this was like year 1 of the PS2. Until it's old, look, look at the color. This was actually white. This was this color. What's this, Dead or Alive? Tips for Dead or Alive? Strategy guides in there. Oh man. What's this, SSX? Tekken Tag Tournament. Marvelous. Good old days, marvelous. Anyway, that's me. I am actually done now. So this was a video for these 2 controllers. 30th anniversary. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out here. Peace!
PlayStation